button for this one to turn on as well?
Yeah, just press it once.
Cool.
Should be good to go. Alright, and then mind your knee again, one final check.
Yep.
Scudder's go, traffic, yellow pit's taking off 2-1, Scudder's go. Alright, you ready?
Yeah, buddy.
Alright, just mind your knee, or mind your feet all the way up there on those rudder pedals, alright?
Okay.
Just don't jam them if they start moving.
Yep.
Okay. Awesome. Good buddy. Alright, dude, you want to fly?
Yeah, dude.
Alright, you got the flight controls, just kind of fly us in this general direction. Yeah, I can hold the phone if you want. Yeah, perfect.
Alright, so... alright, so rudder left, turn to the left, rudder right to the right, is that right?
Yeah, if you touch on the left rudder just a little bit, the wings will kind of go to the left. Touch on the right one and it'll go a little bit to the right. But I would just fly it. I would just use the stick first. That's kind of what you learn. That's like a primary flight control, and the rudder's a little bit secondary.
Okay.
Yeah, just keep the climb coming until your altimeter kind of reads, I don't know, 3,000 or so feet. So this is a good climb attitude, so don't pick the nose up anymore, and you'll notice the altimeter will slowly climb.
Okay.
Let's do a nice gentle turn to the right.
To the right?
Yeah,
or
that works perfect. Now look your head to the right. Just turn your head all the way to the right. Now turn your head all the way to the left. Sweet. Yeah, man, just get a feel for the airplane. You know, move it around or whatever you want to do. Touch every control surface. So we're flying right now because we have some airspeed going over the wings, right? We have that lower pressure over the top of the wing and a higher pressure over the bottom of the wing, and that gets a little bit of lift. So if you want, what we can do is I'll bring the power back for you just slightly, and you'll kind of get to feel, if you just hold this altitude roughly, 2,300 feet or so, you'll kind of get to feel what it's like when the airplane starts to get a little bit slow.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so now if you move the control surfaces, they're a little bit less effective, right? They feel a little bit mushy. Yeah, then you keep pulling up. See what happens. Just slowly start pulling up. Just kind of put your eyes level on the horizon. Yeah.
You're pushy there at the end, right?
Yeah, it does. And here, I got the flight controls for a second.
Okay.
No, I got the flight controls. So here, if we just continue to hold this attitude, we pull the power all the way back out, the controls still kind of feel pretty mushy. We'll keep pulling back, trying to hold that altitude. You'll feel the wing start to separate from the air. The air starts to separate from the wing. You can almost see it with the fabric. It lifts some of the fabric off the wing because it's stall.
Yeah.
So this is a stall right here. The wing is done flying, and you'll notice the altitude's kind of decreasing rapidly.
Yeah.
And if we weren't, quote unquote, coordinated with our rudders, bad stuff could happen. But that's kind of what a stall feels like. And you get super high with all the fumes from the exhaust.
Yeah, it's just very slow as soon as we started stalling.
Alright, I'll give you the controls one more time, and while we're waiting for some fuel to transfer, I'll have you just climb us out kind of in this attitude.
Okay.
And then we'll do a left turn going back to Skydive Chicago. So a left turn going to the north, but do a little bit of a left turn and then kind of pull back on the stick as you do that left turn. pick the nose up just a little bit more. We'll see if we can't get this thing to climb just a tad bit better. Alright, how about a left turn now following the road out to the west? There's any one of those roads, left turn going west. How do you like it?
It's interesting, dude. I'm just taking it all in. It's hard to process right now. I like it. It's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is crazy.
All right, we'll climb just a little bit more in this direction, and then we'll fly level for a bit, and then I'll have you do like a little bit of a steeper bank turn. You'll kind of get to feel what happens when you turn the airplane. You end up losing some of that vertical component of lift, right?
Yeah.
And you got to compensate for that by increasing the angle of attack of the wing to produce more lift in the turning state. You know, and to do that, you kind of just pull back on the stick. It's a long, complicated way of saying you need to pull some G's when you turn. So yeah, let's level. Let's just kind of put your eyes on the horizon, or push the nose down so it's kind of like looking, you know, so you can see the horizon. Cool. Now let's do a turn to the right, but I want you to bank about 45 or so degrees to the right. There you go. More. And you'll notice the nose starts to drop, right? So now start pulling back. Yeah, pull back slightly to keep the nose from dropping. Yeah, there you go. And then, but keep the banking, you know what I mean? Yeah, so there you go. Awesome. Alrighty, let's do that one more time to the left, and we'll keep climbing, and we'll be good to do some aerobatics. Good work. All right, I'll go ahead and take the controls from you real quick.
All right, controls are yours.
I got the controls. Double check those seat belts for me. Make sure those are kind of snugged up, and then just slowly pull down on the shoulder straps so they're a little bit more snug.